Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rafi Rael, Spiritual Gorilla. Doing video log day 6 of my new World Chronicles, which is really just me putting myself out there and showing you guys how I'm doing, what I'm up to, and what I'm working towards. And I'm working towards getting more poignant videos together that express my love of the thought of a new generation of the world, a new way to live as a human being, being in a co-creative reality with a community that supports one another. And I am building that through putting my messages out there and being the role model that I wish I had when I was growing up, so that we don't, repeat the same mistakes that our fathers and mothers did, or we see that we have new abilities and a new conscious level of understanding and continuing to evolve each and every day. So these are just some things that I've learned over the past few days, and today's been a little heavy, dealing with my childhood traumas. Had some dreams about my father, feeling neglected by my father, or feeling like I didn't have the relationship that I wanted with him, and then seeing how that drove me more to my mom, and how I had this relationship with her that I let her protect me a lot, or I let her stand up for me, and that led me to believe that I had to turn to women in my life for for some kind of stability, or some kind of releasing me from my prison. And now I'm kind of coming to the terms that my childhood was there so that I could learn what didn't work in the world, and what didn't work as far as the human race is concerned, from a standpoint of we're not really always so quick to help one another out, or to be vulnerable with one another, to express ourselves. We're taught a lot of things that don't work for us. But reframing my childhood stuff to put it in a light that empowers me, that everything that happened back then happened for me, so that I could be here right now having this expression of what my day has been and what I want from my life, and taking more power in that situation, creating routines that work for me, empowering myself in creativity, looking towards my strengths, and not looking at my weaknesses and trying to fix them, because I'm here with the strengths that I have, so that I can do the things that I'm meant to do, and expressing myself is one of my strengths, and creating music and comedy and videos and community and networking. These are all my strengths, and that I can express myself and make a living doing that. Whereas I looked at my father and saw that he kind of gave up on his music and just worked on this business all the time. And I saw how that took him away from the family, and he had a lot of productivity, but he wasn't as available to me as I wanted him to be. And I want us to repurpose our energy and repurpose our power towards being there for ourselves in that way, and learning to express ourselves, and being less productive, but being more productive with an actual purpose, and with an actual love in our hearts, and expressing our hearts, and letting that be the guide to how we make our living, how we eat, how we clothe ourselves, how we get to impact the world, and seeing money not as evil, but as something that's an energetic expression that we can use to breed more positivity in the world. And some of these things that weren't readily taught to me, that I'm learning now, and I feel like every day I'm going through even more amazing growth, and peeling away at the onion. And sometimes it's mad uncomfortable, and sometimes a lot of anxiety, and I feel like traumas are being brought to the surface, because I'm ready to reframe them, and I'm ready to work on them in a way that might be uncomfortable, because I'm ready for something more. I don't want to sit in comfort or contentment or complacency, or wait for somebody else to change my life for me, or turn to somebody else in an unhealthy way. We're here to help each other. We're here to talk with one another, and help each other through these traumas and such. But at a certain point, we have to turn inward and build what we want based off what brings us joy, and what we value about ourselves, what we value in the world, what brings you the most joy, and deciding to create from that space, on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis, choosing to be happy, choosing happiness, and choosing to be the change you want to see in the world every day for yourself. So for me, I want to create all these things. So that's where I want to put my focus on a day-to-day basis, is creating amazing experiences in my life. And I feel like I have the opportunity to do that. And I'm really glad that I'm putting these videos online every day. It's really empowering. I'm going to be getting really vulnerable, more and more so, which is intimidating to some degree, but it's what I feel like I really need to do because it's not all puppies and sunshine all the time. But we can have more puppies and sunshine as we realize that everything's happened for us. All the trials and tribulations that we've gone through, all the things that we think, like, oh man, I can't do that because I'm dealing with this depression from these, you know, my dad did this to me, or my mom did this to me, or like this person said this, or all these people we gave our power away to. Taking that power back, putting it back inside of us, and putting ourselves back in the driver's seat and saying, oh wow, the only thing holding me back is me, and I can change the world one day at a time, one moment at a time, by choosing to create, by choosing to express myself, by choosing to get more in my heart space, do my meditations, do my spiritual practices, um, and choose joy. And it is a choice. So that's what I'm rocking with for day 6. A lot more vulnerable today, but I'm feeling optimistic as hell, and I'm excited to see what each and every day breeds in this beautiful year of 2021. Taking charge and putting more of myself into everything I do, and choosing to live from my heart space. So, Rafi Rael, Spiritual Gorilla. Them's my words for the day. Day 6. Namaste, and I love you all.